Ethereal, extremely delicate in a way that is too perfect for this world.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 10. And today we are talking about one of my favorite words, a word that I really like, and that word is ethereal. I've always liked the word. I've always liked the way it sounds when you pronounce it, when you say it. I even like the way it looks on the written word on the page. Its meaning is extremely delicate in a way that is too perfect for this world, and I like that definition. That's kind of nice. Couple of examples of how you might want to use it in a sentence. You could say something like her ethereal beauty. Or you could say something like this song has an ethereal quality to it that brings a sense of peace over anyone who listens to it. It comes from the Latin aetherius, which means from the sky, and that came from the Greek etherios, which also means upper air or sky. And if you think of the word ether, and ether means the upper regions of the atmosphere or the sky above the clouds. And ether is also a word used in chemistry, but it has a bit of a different meaning there. And in chemistry, it's a pleasant-smelling, colorless, volatile liquid that is highly flammable, and it's used as an anesthetic or as a solvent in industrial processes. So if you think way back when, 100 years ago or so, and people going to the dentist would be given something like either laughing gas, I think it's called, or ether, which would sort of knock them out or make them at least numb to pain. But considering that it's also used as a solvent in industrial processes, probably not a very healthy thing for people to be ingesting. So, which is why, thankfully, they invented anesthetic and not ether. So if you go to the dentist and he offers you ether or laughing gas, run. Boy, progress is good. So I don't know. I think it's nice to appreciate words based on how they sound, and on what they mean, and how they look when they're written on the page, and we read them that way, encounter them that way. The words that we speak are really powerful, and the written word even more so, I think. And if you look at it this way, I think if you were to give someone a compliment and you did it verbally, I think it would be very much appreciated. But if you took the time and wrote a note or a card or a nice email or even a text or a response on social media, and you took the time to write something nice, I think that has an added sort of power and weight to it that spoken words don't always have. I think it's easy to say things that we don't mean. Positive, negatively. Usually, we say things, in the heat of the moment that we speak before we think, and we don't really mean it. And that's a lot easier to forgive, I think, and to overlook than someone who takes the time, say, to write a nasty letter or a nasty email and writes the words down on the page or in an email or a text. Because I think the written word has an added weight to it. But still, our words are important. The words that we speak are powerful. The words that we write even more so. And I think our actions often begin with our thoughts and the words that we use to express those thoughts. And words, I think, are always more than words. So that's something to think of. The word of the week this week is ethereal. It's a beautiful word. It sounds nice. Beautiful meaning. And sometimes I think it's just important to recognize and appreciate our language for what it is. So there you go. See you next week. Have a good week, everyone.